Thank you for watching this edition of Council Corner. Today we're talking with Councilman Kelvin Washington, representative of District 10. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Washington.
Thank you.
What can your constituents in District 10 expect from you this year?
This year, concentration on a lot of the infrastructure. Of course, the area is now designated for growth, and how we control that growth is based on how we control our infrastructure. So concentrate on infrastructure, also making opportunities for economic development in that area.
Now, when you think about Richland County, we're known for being uniquely urban and uniquely rural. What does that mean?
Well, it means to me how you traverse this county when you can go from an urbanized area to a rural area. A third of this county is very rural. You still have farmland out there that people are farming. We have some of the largest farming operations in the Midlands taking place, but also the unique water structures, but also the Congaree National Park that's down there, the only state's national park.
Now, if you had to name one of the most significant accomplishments that you've had on council, what would that be?
I would say making opportunities for kids, and especially young adults in the community, for jobs. What I mean by that, we have 4 Fortune 500 companies in my district. For whatever reason, there's always been a disconnect for those companies hiring locally. And speaking with some of the leaders of the companies, they've told me it's soft skills. We've worked with Midlands Tech and Lower Richland High School to tie these kids into those jobs. And Midlands Tech has a program specifically to the Lower Richland area with International Paper. Now, a lot of people don't know about it, but it is through Lower Richland High School. And I think that is a major accomplishment that we were able to work on.
Now, you've told us what your vision is for District 10. What do you want from your citizens in District 10?
Input. Give me more input of what they want to see. When I first got elected, when I was running to get elected, that was one thing a lot of constituents were asking me about. Okay, I want this, I want that. And they want to keep a rural character, but they also want the same amenities as any other community, and that takes infrastructure. Right. And the only way you can control growth is you control the infrastructure.
Now, if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would that be?
Impatient.
You want to elaborate? Well,
I'm an engineer by training, and when you see a clear line of solving a problem, I mean it's very clear to you. But in government doesn't operate in a straight line. So the impatient part comes in the time it takes you to get to that end point for results. So I'm still learning.
I understand. Any final thoughts?
I think Richland County as a whole is doing an excellent job. And this is what I mean. It was a gentleman who went through our Richland 101 program, very cynical. When he went through that program, and he came back to council, and I think I was chair at the time, he said, listen, I want to apologize. You all have a very hard job. And he said, from now on, I have a different perspective on how you all have to operate. You have a finite amount of money. You have to provide this many services. And you have all these mandates that come down from federal and state government. Now I understand. And I think that takeaway told me that we are doing what we can under the circumstances, under dollar circumstances. And I think we are, I know we are, doing a good job.
Well, thank you. And thank you for joining us.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Council Corner. Until next time.